right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. So what I'm doing, and this is actually the first, so it's a little weird to be doing my first interview with someone who's really proficient at doing video editing, which I am
No.
not. But my wife, she has Adobe Premiere, so she might help me edit and do something if we need to edit. But I was hoping, so what I'm trying to do actually is I just really enjoy meeting creative people and finding out what they're all about, you know, what drives them, what are their goals, how do they get into what they're doing. And so I plan to actually create a bunch, like a library on my YouTube channel of people that I'd like to interview.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, I feel like I know you because I've subscribed to your channel. And what the first one that really hooked me was this video called The Beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that one?
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
gotta say, that was just like so honest, so, well, it's not melancholy, but it felt like you needed to kick yourself in the butt.
Oh yeah, it was definitely somber for sure. Um,
It resonated with me because so somebody found that video and posted it on the Facebook page called Veterans in Art Program, VAP.
mhm.
And we shared it, and then we were commenting like, yeah, let's all go subscribe to his channel and, you know, put some comments and let's help him like stay motivated. And so I subscribed, and I've been following you.
Yeah.
I haven't seen all your videos, but I got to say that one particular video, it resonated. Number one, because I think a lot of us that get out of the military, you know, we go through that same thing, like, what am I doing here? What, maybe I should have stayed in. And I don't know if you're out of the military now or what, but people that like do creative stuff, we all go through that phase, like, where are we good enough? You know, why can't I get started? Why do I have this block? You know?
Yeah.
So I just found it really fascinating. And so I'd love to hear about that time, like, you know, like
Yeah.
what drove you to do that?
Okay. Yeah, so I am still active duty. I'm on leave, not that you could tell. But the that video was kind of the result of well, I actually I went to school for film.
Mm.
I graduated in 2016, and sort of due to like the fact that I always wanted to serve and I didn't have a strong like plan for a film career. I joined the military just as sort of like I always wanted to do it, but I also knew that it would give me time to figure out what the next step was.
Yeah.
And I've been in for 4 years and 7 months. And at that point, I hadn't made a video since I was deployed in Afghanistan. And I don't know. I always felt like I came up with some sort of excuse, like, oh, I don't have the right gear, or I don't have whatever. No one will watch it, etc., etc. And what really like pushed me to make that video was I had just purchased a lifetime membership with a company called Audio. It
Mm.
has two eyes, and it's just a lifetime licensing membership. So for music, that's like if you enjoy the music on my channel, that's where it all comes from. And I don't know. I just had this weird moment of like I need to make a video. I want it to be 3 minutes long. I want it to, and I just want to do it all today. And I just felt so overwhelmed because I was just constantly in the day-to-day grind of just doing my job and going home and just, you know, being exhausted and making excuses. And I was like, you know, and I'm making this video today no matter what. And I stayed up until about 2:30 in the morning, like exporting that video, like getting it together. And the whole process for it, really, I went for a walk like through downtown Tacoma, and I sat in my car and I recorded that voiceover. And it was originally about 7 minutes long, but I cut it down to like what it
Yeah.
needed to be. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's like the peak of of depression. Like honestly, like I ended up getting help after I made that video, but like like just trying to figure out what the next step was and whatnot. And that's like where that video came from. And it was
Well, yeah.
interesting to see.
So I just want to say like that was just it just hits you, that video, because it was so honest. It didn't seem like it was scripted. It was just
Yeah.
you out, and the atmosphere, like it was a dark night or morning, whatever it was, and you were just like talking, and you're saying, these demons aren't going to stop me. I'm going.
Right.
And it looks to me like it's been successful in that you've been prolific, creating a lot of stuff. But that one video, yeah, like, and you ended it by just saying "do it" or something like that. And it just ended on a real, like a strong note, and
Yeah.
really powerful. I thought it was amazing. So
Yeah, a lot of people reached out and told me like, you know what, I am going to move across the country to live with my boyfriend. I am going to start that career in art or whatever, or I
yeah,
am going to, yeah. And I appreciated what you said, was that you
I
were going to try and get your art in galleries.
yeah, I created my own video a month or two, and I was talking about you and then talking about that. So I would just say that that kicked off a series of events. Maybe like you're doing something, you're helping other people too. So I think that's really cool.
That's
Um,
amazing.
yeah. So curious though, like what is your goal with this? What do you like? Do you want to make it a career? Is this just a side thing? Are you trying to get really good at it, which I think you are, but
um, I I would love. That is actually the goal, is to end up having a career producing media. Um, in part, I mean, I would absolutely love to qualify for the partner program on YouTube. But
yeah,
we're not quite there. I'm just plugging along. But the like truthfully, I want to have my own company and produce media for like local organizations. Specifically, I'm hoping when I get out in 2022 to work with local ski resorts
oh, cool.
uh, up here. I love to ski and snowboard, and I would love to capture the essence of snowboarding and what makes it awesome. Because every one of my videos is, for the most part, is an attempt to capture an emotion and convey that to the audience. Um, like if I can make people feel with my art, then I think I've succeeded.
Yeah.
Uh,
So,
and
so,
so,
so that's what I get from you, that you're technically proficient. The way you add those audio clips into the work, it's perfect. I saw that little video of you sliding your cat on the skateboard or something back and forth, and that background music was perfect, right?
uh,
The drone work that you do is amazing, right? And
uh,
so a couple days ago I saw your video, that something, it was titled like "I'm selling my drone," and you know what I
mhm.
thought the first time when I saw that, I thought, damn, he's getting out of it, he's quitting. And then I listened to the video, and it's like, no, he's actually upgrading. So that
Right.
I was like, yeah, good job. So
Yeah, thank you. Um, I I I just want to say, like, I really appreciate your support specifically, like, and I because you seem to be, you're not always like first, but you always end up like, it's usually within about a week. You're like, hey, I saw this and it made me think of this or
yeah,
whatever. You just always respond positively, and I really appreciate that.
well, there's nothing worse than just like Facebook hands up posts, when people just click hands up or whatever,
Yeah,
like, because it just
yeah,
doesn't mean anything. So I figure if I spend time on anything, I'm gonna like give them a little bit of feedback or something. But
absolutely.
no, I think you're doing great. And I hope we can stay in touch, actually, because you know who knows how we can help each other out or hang out in the future or whatever. I'm probably twice your age, right? But it's
No
interesting. It's
worries.
really great to see young people getting started and doing, being creative and following a passion. So I'm trying to teach my kids that. I'm trying to help them figure out what is your passion and get started on
Yeah.
something. But great. So oh, you can tell everybody what your channel is.
Oh yeah. My channel is called Ghost Wire Media. And that it's, I don't know, it might sound like a random amalgamation of words, and it kind of is, but it's actually the origin of that's kind of funny. Um, my platoon sergeant, it was the end of the day, And my first unit I was with field artillery, so I'm a medic, and I lost a decent amount of hearing while I was overseas. And my platoon sergeant, it was the end of the day, he was trying to go home, and he's like, "Hey, let's go Swyers," because that's my last name. And I was just sitting there like confused. I was like, "Let's Ghostwire." It's like, that doesn't make any sense. And then like I put it together, and I was like, "That's what my company is called. We're going to be Ghostwire Media." And
Yeah,
yeah,
that's cool. That's cool. Well, I won't hold you guys up.
no, you're
Thank you
great.
so much for taking the time to talk. And if you ever come down into the LA area, look me up, and I'll buy you a beer, and we'll have a longer talk.
That sounds amazing. I would love that.
All right. Well, good luck on your van purchase there, and we'll see how this video goes. And if we ever want to do it again to improve upon it later on, maybe we can reschedule it. But thank you very much for participating as my guinea pig as my first interview.
Absolutely. It was my pleasure.
All right. Take care.